You're meticulously tracking every gram of protein, pushing yourself at the gym, and dreaming of sculpted muscles, yet something feels off. Despite your relentless efforts, those gains just aren't appearing and your body feels stubbornly unchanged. What if I told you that the secret ingredient you're missing, the very thing sabotaging your muscle building journey and even hindering fat loss, has been demonized for decades? Prepare to uncover the shocking truth that the fitness industry doesn't want you to know. The key to unlocking your body's full potential isn't less fat, but more of the right kind. For too long, we've been fed a narrative that paints fat as the ultimate enemy, a villain responsible for unwanted weight and sluggish progress. This widespread misconception, fueled by corporate marketing and outdated science, has led countless individuals, especially seniors, down a path of low-fat choices that are secretly undermining their health. When industries strip away natural fats from foods, they often replace them with a cocktail of detrimental ingredients: sugars, artificial sweeteners, thickeners, and emulsifiers, all designed to restore flavor, but at a steep cost. These insidious additions wreak havoc on your gut health, ignite chronic inflammation throughout your body, and actively counteract every positive step you're taking towards building muscle and burning fat. It's a cruel irony. While you meticulously avoid fat, you're unknowingly consuming compounds far more damaging. Your body, in its incredible wisdom, actually prefers fat as its primary fuel source, yielding more than double the energy per gram compared to carbohydrates or protein. This isn't just a minor preference, it's a fundamental biological truth that has been obscured by a relentless campaign against dietary fat. But here's where things get truly exciting. In this video, we're going to dismantle these myths and reveal not one, but two incredible nuts that are brimming with healthy fats. So rich, in fact, that a small serving packs more beneficial fats than an entire avocado. We'll start with a readily available contender, and then unveil the undisputed champion, a king among nuts, boasting up to 8 times the healthy fat content of an avocado. And as a crucial warning, we'll expose the 3 worst fat sources you absolutely must banish from your diet to prevent them from acting like poison in your system, completely derailing your muscle-building ambitions. Get ready to transform your understanding of nutrition and finally achieve the strong, vibrant body you deserve. The powerhouse pecan, more than just a snack. Let's begin our journey into the world of healthy fats with the humble pecan. Often underestimated, pecans are a nutritional powerhouse, especially when it comes to healthy fats. But before we delve into their incredible benefits for muscle growth, it's essential to clarify the pervasive confusion surrounding different types of fat. The simplistic good versus bad fat narrative often heard is misleading. While trans fats, those artificial, industrially created fats found in many processed foods, are indeed pure poison and should be avoided at all costs, saturated fat is not your enemy. In fact, the saturated fats found naturally in pecans play a crucial role in your body's function, acting as vital transporters for fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, ensuring these essential nutrients reach your muscles and cells where they're needed most. Beyond nutrient delivery, pecans offer even more remarkable benefits for muscle building. Their healthy fat content actively stimulates your body to produce more testosterone, a hormone absolutely critical for muscle protein synthesis and growth, especially as we age. But the advantages don't stop there. Just like protein, the healthy fats in pecans are incredibly satiating, helping you feel fuller for longer periods. This means fewer cravings, reduced temptation to binge eat, and a significantly lower risk of packing on unwanted body fat instead of lean muscle. Recent scientific evidence further solidifies the pecan's reputation. A 2023 study highlighted that older adults who regularly incorporated tree nuts, including pecans, into their diets exhibited improved muscle strength and a reduction in inflammatory markers. Researchers specifically pointed to the synergistic blend of healthy fats, protein, and micronutrients in pecans as a key factor supporting enhanced muscle protein synthesis and recovery in seniors over 60. Incorporating pecans into your daily meals is both easy and delicious. Imagine starting your day with a delightful pecan-crusted omelet. Simply whisk 3 eggs with a splash of heavy cream, salt, and pepper. Heat a tablespoon of beef tallow in a skillet. Then, as the pan warms, roughly chop a 1/4 cup of pecans. Pour your eggs into the hot tallow, let them set briefly, then sprinkle half with the chopped pecans, some sharp cheddar cheese, and fresh spinach. Fold the omelet, cook for another minute until the cheese melts, and slide it onto your plate. For a vibrant lunch, create a refreshing salad with mixed greens, arugula, and baby spinach as your base. Add sliced grilled chicken thigh. Remember, you want that healthy fat. Cherry tomatoes, crisp cucumber, crumbled blue cheese, and a generous handful of toasted pecans. To toast, Simply toss them in a dry skillet over medium heat for about 3 minutes until they become fragrant and golden. While they cool, whisk together olive oil, apple cider vinegar, minced garlic, salt, and pepper for a simple, flavorful dressing, then drizzle and toss. Even dinner can benefit from the power of pecans. Take a 6-ounce salmon fillet, pat it thoroughly dry, and season with salt and pepper. Finally, chop half a cup of pecans and firmly press them onto the top of the salmon, creating a thick, flavorful crust. Heat 2 tablespoons of beef tallow in a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat until it shimmers. Place the salmon in the pan, pecan side up, and sear undisturbed for about 4 minutes. Carefully flip it and cook for another 3 to 4 minutes until the crust is golden and crispy and the salmon is cooked through. Serve this delectable dish alongside roasted Brussels sprouts and a sweet potato for a complete muscle-building meal. Macadamia nuts, the supreme king of fats. While pecans are undeniably excellent, relying solely on them would mean missing out on an even more potent ally in your muscle-building quest. There's another nut richer than pecans in monounsaturated fats, particularly omega-7, which makes it exceptional for boosting metabolism and supporting heart health. This nut also boasts fewer carbohydrates, more manganese, and unique plant sterols that contribute to hormone balance. When combined with pecans, which offer more fiber, vitamin E, and antioxidants, you create a perfectly balanced, healthy fat source for optimal muscle growth. Enter the macadamia nut, the undisputed king of healthy fats. With approximately 76 grams of fat per 100 gram serving, macadamia nuts possess one of the highest fat contents of any nut. You might still be asking, do fats really matter this much for body composition? The answer, emphatically, is yes. Your body provides clear signals when it's not receiving enough healthy fats. One of the first indicators is dry, scaly hair. Healthy fats are absolutely essential for lustrous, strong hair that resists breakage and thinning. Next, observe your skin. Dry, itchy, or flaky skin is a telltale sign of fat deficiency. Omega-3s in particular are crucial for maintaining your skin's vital moisture barrier, and without them, your skin ages faster. Beyond superficial signs, a lack of healthy fats can lead to brain fog and significant cognitive issues. Omega-3 fats, especially DHA, are indispensable for optimal brain function, and their absence can severely diminish mental clarity. Furthermore, you'll inevitably develop deficiencies in fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, as these crucial vitamins require dietary fat for proper absorption and utilization within your body. Without sufficient fat, these vitamins are simply flushed away. Finally, chronic joint pain and inflammation can also point to a deficiency, as healthy fats possess powerful anti-inflammatory properties that alleviate stiffness and discomfort. When your body is contending with all these issues, how can it possibly allocate resources towards building muscle? I personally advocate for adding a small handful of macadamia nuts to each meal, ensuring a consistent intake throughout the day. It's a common mistake I witness. Individuals meticulously tracking calories and protein, convinced they're eating clean by consuming extremely lean foods like egg whites, tilapia, and chicken breast, often reducing their daily fat intake to a mere 20 grams. This approach, while seemingly healthy, can catastrophically crash your hormone production, directly and negatively impacting your muscle-building results and overall body composition. A compelling 2022 study highlighted this by examining older adults who incorporated macadamia nuts into their daily diet for 12 weeks. Participants experienced improved muscle strength, better inflammatory profiles, and enhanced insulin sensitivity compared to the control group. The study specifically attributed these benefits to the monounsaturated fats and plant sterols in macadamia nuts, which supported hormone balance and muscle protein synthesis in adults over 65. Incorporating macadamia nuts into your diet is both versatile and delicious. Start your morning with a creamy macadamia nut butter smoothie. Simply blend 2 tablespoons of macadamia nut butter with a scoop of vanilla protein powder, half a frozen banana, a cup of full-fat coconut milk, a handful of spinach, and a tablespoon of ground flaxseed until smooth. For lunch, prepare a mouth-watering macadamia-crusted chicken thigh. Take 2 bone-in, skin-on chicken thighs and pat them dry. Season generously with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Roughly chop 1/3 of a cup of macadamia nuts and firmly press them into the skin side of the chicken, creating a thick, crunchy crust. Heat 2 tablespoons of beef tallow in a cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. Place the chicken thighs skin side down and sear for about 6 minutes without moving them until the macadamia crust is golden and crispy. Flip them, reduce the heat to medium, and cook for another 8 to 10 minutes until the chicken is cooked through. Serve with roasted asparagus drizzled in olive oil. For dinner, elevate your favorite pasta dish. I recommend a protein-rich chickpea pasta for seniors by making a vibrant macadamia pesto. While your pasta cooks, combine a cup of fresh basil, half a cup of macadamia nuts, 2 cloves of garlic, half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, and a third of a cup of olive oil in a food processor. Pulse until smooth and creamy. Drain your pasta, toss it with the macadamia pesto, then top with grilled shrimp or sliced grilled steak for a truly satisfying and muscle-friendly meal. The 3 toxic fats you must avoid. However, all the benefits of pecans and macadamia nuts, these incredible healthy fat sources, will be completely negated if you pair them with the next 3 types of fats we're about to discuss. The last one is incredibly common, and I'm almost certain you've consumed it this week. In fact, combining these toxic fats with the healthy ones we've explored could act like a slow poison in your body, utterly sabotaging your muscle-building efforts and every health goal you have. The insidious problem is that you might not even realize they are destroying you. But now I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal them for the toxic fat sources they truly are. First on our list of fats that will kill you, not heal you, is cottonseed oil. For thousands of years, humanity thrived on simple, natural fats: coconut oil, olive oil, butter, and beef tallow. These were fats pressed from olives, rendered from quality meats, or extracted from coconut flesh, pure and unadulterated. But with the advent of the early 1900s came the invention of high-heat chemical extraction methods, utilizing petroleum-based solvents like hexane to extract oil from rock-hard seeds. Here's the critical issue. The moment these chemicals are used and the seeds are subjected to extreme heat, the oil is instantly destroyed. It becomes oxidized, rancid, and highly inflammatory before it even reaches your plate. And here's a disturbing fact. Almost every deep-fried food you enjoy at restaurants, French fries, fried chicken, onion rings, fish, and chips, is likely fried in cottonseed oil or similar seed oils. A compelling 2021 study examined the impact of various dietary fat sources on muscle health in older adults. It revealed that seniors consuming high amounts of omega-6 rich seed oils, soybean, cottonseed, and corn oil, exhibited significantly increased systemic inflammation and reduced muscle protein synthesis compared to those who consume traditional fats like olive oil and animal fats. The study unequivocally concluded that the oxidized lipids in industrially processed seed oils actively impaired muscle recovery and contributed to accelerated sarcopenia, or muscle wasting, in adults over 60. Conversely, participants who avoided seed oils and consumed natural fats demonstrated better muscle mass retention, lower inflammatory markers, and improved strength gains during resistance training. Second is soybean oil, a disastrous fat for your body, predominantly because it's genetically modified, GMO, causing your body to treat it like a foreign invader. This isn't a fat that harmlessly passes through. It actively makes you fatter. These industrial seed oils are, quite simply, toxins. Your fat tissue acts as your body's storage unit for substances it doesn't recognize or know how to process. Your body has no idea what to do with fats derived from soy. So what's its solution? It shoves them straight into your belly fat, your love handles, and other problem areas. And here's the crushing blow. Losing that weight and building muscle around your midsection or anywhere else becomes nearly impossible when your fat cells are engorged with inflammatory fats from soy. You must stop feeding this garbage to your body. Your body is intelligent enough to recognize poison. It's literally saying, I don't know what this is, so I'm just going to store it away. Contrast this with healthy fats from foods like macadamia nuts and pecans. Your body instantly recognizes these. It knows exactly how to metabolize them, integrate them into cell membranes, utilize them for energy, and convert them into the essential building blocks your muscles desperately need. Therefore, it's not merely about avoiding bad fats. It's about actively choosing the ones that will truly transform your body. One class of fats accumulates stubborn belly fat and accelerates aging, while the other burns clean, builds muscle, and sustains you with vitality well into your later years. The choice is profoundly important. A 2020 study investigated the impact of different dietary fat sources on body composition in older adults undergoing resistance training. Researchers found that seniors consuming diets high in soy and other omega-6 rich seed oils experienced significantly greater visceral fat accumulation and blunted muscle protein synthesis compared to those consuming traditional fats like olive oil, nuts, and animal fats. The study revealed that the inflammatory compounds in soybean oil, particularly when genetically modified, triggered chronic low-grade inflammation that interfered with anabolic signaling pathways essential for muscle growth. Participants who replaced seed oils with monounsaturated and omega-3 rich fats showed improved lean muscle mass, reduced abdominal fat, and better strength gains over the 16-week study period, underscoring that dietary fat quality, not just quantity, is paramount for successful muscle building and fat loss in older adults. Finally, we arrive at chocolate. This might come as a surprise, as chocolate is often touted as a healthy fat source. But what if I told you that this widely held belief is largely misleading? While high-quality dark chocolate, 80% cocoa or higher, does offer benefits like satisfying cravings, potentially aiding muscle growth, and even boosting cognitive function, anything below 80% cocoa, or worse, all those tempting milk chocolates, are little more than pure sugar bombs. The unfortunate reality is that truly pure dark chocolate bars are not always common, and when found, they often come with a hefty price tag. When you indulge in milk chocolate or low-quality dark chocolate, you are actively sabotaging every single muscle-building effort you make. Here's why sugar is particularly devastating for seniors striving to build muscle. It causes erratic insulin spikes. While insulin, when properly managed, can be anabolic, muscle building, chronic sugar consumption leads to insulin resistance, a state where your cells become unresponsive to insulin, hindering nutrient uptake into muscles. Sugar also triggers systemic inflammation throughout your entire body. Remember all those benefits we discussed from omega-3s and healthy fats reducing inflammation? Sugar does the exact opposite. It elevates inflammatory markers that directly impair muscle protein synthesis and slow recovery. You're essentially creating a state of constant inflammation, and inflamed muscles simply cannot grow. Furthermore, sugar crashes your testosterone levels. Studies consistently show that consuming sugar causes a significant and prolonged drop in testosterone levels. For seniors already contending with age-related testosterone decline, this is catastrophic. Lower testosterone means reduced muscle protein synthesis, increased fat storage, and diminished strength gains. Lastly, sugar promotes muscle breakdown over muscle building. High sugar intake elevates cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, which is catabolic, meaning it breaks down muscle tissue for energy. A 2019 study examined the relationship between sugar intake and muscle health in adults over 65, finding that higher sugar consumption was directly associated with reduced muscle mass, increased body fat percentage, and significantly lower muscle strength compared to seniors who consumed minimal added sugars. I vividly recall one of my patients, Margaret. At 62, she finally confessed during our third session that she regularly consumed about 4 squares of milk chocolate every night, sometimes more on stressful days. Despite religiously performing resistance exercises 3 times a week for 8 months, never missing a session, her body wasn't changing for the better. In fact, it seemed to be worsening. Her belly was softer, her arms looked thinner despite her efforts, and she had somehow gained 6 pounds while losing strength. I asked to see the chocolate she was eating, and she pulled out a purple wrapped bar from her purse. "But it says dark chocolate on the package," she protested, pointing to the 33% cocoa content. "Isn't that supposed to be healthy?" We made just one simple change, and a mere 8 weeks later, Margaret had dropped 7 pounds, all from her midsection, while gaining visible muscle definition in her arms and shoulders. Today, Margaret keeps a bar of 90% dark chocolate in her pantry, savoring it slowly. Her body finally responds the way it should. So, make that crucial change today. Which of these unhealthy fat sources have you unknowingly been consuming alongside your healthy meals? Share your experiences in the comments below. I read every single one and am genuinely curious. If you are serious about finally building and protecting the strong muscles you deserve at your age, I've created something special just for you. My 30-day healthy fats and muscle meal plan contains over 90 nutrient-rich recipes, meticulously crafted with the right fats, proteins, and vitamins to maximize muscle growth while safeguarding your hormones and energy levels. Every single recipe is designed to avoid the harmful seed oils, soybean oil, and toxic fat combinations I've just revealed. You'll find the link to this comprehensive meal plan in my pinned comment or in the description below. But here's something even more exciting. Tomorrow, I'm unveiling a secret that will completely transform how you think about muscle building. I can only share this groundbreaking information with my subscribers first, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it now. You absolutely don't want to miss tomorrow's video. Trust me.